The following video is intended for those aged 13 or older and contains graphic imagery and sensitive content. Viewer discretion is advised. My name is Failure. Sophie Failure. I have established myself as an amateur detective, solving mysteries and debunking myths that I happen to stumble upon on the internet. Welcome to the first video in my new series, Sophie Failure Investigates, where I will be unraveling mysteries and hoaxes found on the internet, as well as exposing people and events deemed controversial. Today, I will be debunking a viral YouTube video that tried to sway viewers into thinking that one of their favorite TV networks from their childhood met its end in a very non-kid-friendly way, even though what was shown didn't actually happen. Remember, just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's always true. Qubo was a children's channel operated by Ion Media. It was launched in 2006 and aimed to provide quality, entertaining children's programming in a safe environment. The channel aired a wide variety of family-friendly shows and cartoons, such as Jane and the Dragon, Babar, Pearly, Jacob Tutu, Inspector Gadget, Fishtronaut, Class of the Titans, The Magic School Bus, Willa's Wildlife, Sally Bollywood, Super Detective, The Zula Patrol, Doki, Franklin, and much more. Unfortunately, as everyone knows, nothing lasts forever. After a 15-year run on television, the Qubo network ceased operations on February 28, 2021, due to Ion Media's new owner, the EW Scripps Company, wanting to focus more on adult-related programming instead. The news of Qubo's closure greatly shocked and saddened a lot of fans of the channel who enjoyed watching it when they were kids. Some of them paid their respects to the channel by making fan art on DeviantArt and tribute videos on YouTube, and some of them made reaction videos expressing how shocked, terrified, sad or angry they felt when they heard that Qubo was no more. However, even though there are plenty of heartfelt videos bidding Qubo farewell, there is one that easily stands out the most, but not in a good way, because this particular video wasn't about paying respects to the channel. Instead, it showcased what happened during the channel's final moments before it shut down, or so the uploader wants his viewers to believe. It's got a lot of people talking, and I should explain how this video has gained quite the reputation for creeping out and unsettling innocent viewers. The video is simply titled Qubo's Final Minutes on the Air, February 27, 2021, and the user who uploaded it goes by the username Splatkid802. Formerly Splatkid802 Productions #SaveQubo. This particular video seems to be the only one he has on his channel. The thumbnail of this video is a screen recording of Squidge from Just in Time, who looks like he's having a lot of fun, but the video itself is anything but fun or kid-friendly, and you'll soon see why. The first thing about this video that you'll notice immediately by looking at the title is that the date is a little off. Splatkid says that Qubo shut down on February 27, when it actually shut down on the 26th on some stations and the 28th on remaining stations. But that isn't the only red flag, as there are a lot more to come as the video progresses. The video appears to be recorded on what looks like an old TV screen being pointed at by a camera. Note that the video is not recorded, just a camera pointing at the screen. It looks seemingly innocent, and starts with a battery pop short and a promotional advertisement for Just in Time, followed by another battery pop short. What seems a little off is that one of the shorts played after the ad, which doesn't make sense because normally, the shorts would play before the promotional ad started, not after. This is also a sign that something about this video isn't quite right. However, after the shorts and the Just in Time ad, this is when things start to get a little weird. The screen cuts to black and then shows still pictures of many different characters from Qubo cartoons surrounding the channel's logo on a red and black background. Those characters are Rupert, Sheldon, Rabbit from My Friend Rabbit, Dinko from Pet Alien, Bob the Tomato from VeggieTales, JJ the Jet Plane, Jess the Cat from Guess with Jess, Jack from Joe and Jack, Bob the Builder, Fiona Frizzle from The Magic School Bus Rides Again, Pippi Longstocking, Franklin the Turtle, Piggly from Jakers. The Adventures of Piggly Winks, Madeline, Maisie Mouse, Robbie from Cosmic Quantum Ray, Ollie from Dive Ollie Dive, Babar, Postman Pat, Dash from Turbo Dogs, Fireman Sam, Beast from Maggie and the Ferocious Beast, Max from Monster Math Squad, He-Man from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Inspector Gadget, Stacy from Stickin' Around, Warren Buffett from Secret Millionaires Club, and Ned from Ned's Newt. Among all these characters, some of them look a little out of place, even though their shows had their run on Qubo for a while. Those particular characters are Sheldon, Bob the Tomato, He-Man, Maisie, Rabbit, Postman Pat, Rupert, Piggly, Jess, Dinko, Stacy, Dash, Ned, and Pippi. Their show stopped airing on Qubo long before it shut down because the company lost the rights to those shows, so there's no point for them to be there when they couldn't be broadcasted on the channel anymore. But that's not one of the only things that will make you notice that this video isn't all as it seems. The faint, ambient music that plays in the background comes from the video game The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask. This is another red flag, because the Legend of Zelda franchise is licensed by Nintendo, and Qubo had no rights to use music from Nintendo games. If they did, they would have gotten sued for it. But that's not all. On top of the screen, a continuously scrolling message reads, "Your favorite Qubo characters need your help." At 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Qubo will cease operations unless $2,500 can be raised by viewers like you. Call 248-434-5508 and donate now. This is kind of odd, considering that Qubo's target audience was children. It's also another warning sign that this video isn't all it seems to be, as Qubo never did something like this. It was a channel meant for kids ranging from 5 to 14 years old, and those types of channels don't ask viewers to donate money in order to help them. Besides, trying to raise all that money probably wouldn't help Qubo anyway, as the company behind it was already dying and there was nothing anyone could do to help. What makes this video even more suspicious is a timer on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, showing that the channel has 4 minutes and 16 seconds left to air until it shuts down at midnight, indicating that the viewers only have 4 minutes and 16 seconds to call the number and donate money to the channel. If you ask me, that isn't a lot of time, as nobody would be able to save a dying channel by donating $2,500 through phone calls in the span of just 4 minutes, especially before midnight, when a lot of kids are already in bed. However, from what I learned from another channel that debunked the video, the number won't really work, as it is just a fake and will play a rickroll if it's dialed. Since the phone number was just a big ploy to set up a rickroll, there was no way viewers could call it in order to donate money. But this is when things get much, much darker, and the video shows something that would have never, ever aired on Qubo itself. I must warn you, it's not for the faint of heart and contains very graphic material, so I decided to censor some of the footage because I don't want this video to be age restricted. If you want to see the actual footage, the link will be in the description below. For now, I'll just describe what happens in the video to make it easier for you to understand. But if you're a little squeamish, be warned. You might get a bit traumatized. About a few seconds in, an unseen shotgun is heard as Rupert's head is suddenly torn off, showing blood where it once was, before the picture of him slowly fades away. It gets worse from there, as the same thing happens to the rest of the characters. One by one, as the timer ticks down, their heads and faces are blown off by the unseen shotgun, showing blood and visible skulls. Even the characters who are supposed to be children aren't spared from this fate, and not even Beast, Jess, or Max are left unhurt. After they get shot in the face, they fade away into nothingness while the Qubo logo slowly loses its trademark blue color and becomes entirely black and the background turns an ominous shade of red. It's quite an unsettling and gruesome sight, to say the very least, and it's something that would never air on a channel for kids. After this little horror show, the screen cuts to black and a message is shown. It tells viewers that Qubo was forced to shut down due to them being selfish and refusing to donate money, and it's all their fault that the channel had to cease operations because they expected better from the viewers, and the video ends with a Qubo logo and a message saying thanks for nothing underneath. All of this goes against everything Qubo stood for, not to mention it's not what really happened. It was a positive, educational channel that was loyal to its fanbase, so it's very unlikely that it would close off in such a heinous, violent way. After a bit of searching through YouTube, I learned that Qubo shut off from most stations, Uverse, and Fios on February 26, 2021 in the middle of a Franklin episode and was replaced with Grit. For the remaining providers that had Qubo, the channel shut off during an episode of Inspector Gadget on February 28, 2021. I know those were kind of uneventful ways for the channel to pull the plug, but at least they didn't show what Splatkid did in his video. Besides, being that this was a children's channel, the company wouldn't sign Qubo off by broadcasting images of the characters getting brutally murdered or close off with negative messages like "this is all your fault" or "thanks for nothing." If they did, there would be a very serious lawsuit and a ton of complaints from angry parents. In the description for the video, Splatkid insisted that showing the characters have their faces blown off by a firing squad and telling viewers how ungrateful they were was what actually happened when Qubo shut down, and he also said that he doesn't know how to edit videos properly and doesn't have any editing equipment other than just a tablet, but something tells me that he's lying. For one, he might actually know how to make and edit videos with proper equipment and software, and it's obvious that he edited the video himself by finding some stock images of the characters on Google and placing them around the Qubo logo, and then photoshopping them all to make it look like they were being violently killed off. He also might have written the messages asking viewers to donate money and telling them how it was their fault Qubo closed, inserted the gunshot sounds and the music from Majora's Mask, and then streamed the whole thing to his Roku or Apple TV or something. I think he might also have a recorder box with a USB import, which could be how he was able to make the video look like it was broadcasting on public television instead of something he made on his own. Maybe he even came up with a fake phone number for viewers to call and programmed it to rickroll them instead. If it really wasn't him who made it, maybe a friend of his helped him make and edit it so he could upload it to his channel just to shock viewers and scare young children who came across the video. Believe it or not, it actually worked. A lot of viewers who saw what happened in Splatkid's video believed it was real and got emotionally hurt by it, probably because they're so young and gullible, despite it clearly being an obviously decent editing job. They simply have no idea that what Splatkid showed on his video never aired on Qubo itself, and they might be too young to understand what's real and what's fake. The video Splatkid uploaded might have scarred those viewers for life, as well as caused them to start spreading false rumors about Qubo. However, some people who are older and wiser noticed that the video wasn't real and said they tried to call Splatkid out for making a fake shutdown video of Qubo just to scare viewers, but apparently, Splatkid isn't someone who can handle criticism, because he deleted those comments immediately and blacklisted words like fake and not real. Since Splatkid was careless enough to make a video featuring kid-friendly cartoon characters getting murdered on screen, denied that the video he made was fake, lied that he only had a tablet and couldn't edit videos properly, and deleted comments some people made that said the video he uploaded was clearly fake, this all goes to show that he's a user who just can't be trusted. He's a person who can't handle other people's opinions about him. He has too much time on his hands looking for something stupid to do. He's trying to upset people on the internet on purpose. All of this boils down to one thing. Splatkid is nothing more than an internet troll. Some of the signs that someone is a troll are their refusal to acknowledge evidence and seeming oblivious. When Splatkid made and uploaded the fake Qubo Shutdown video, he refused to admit that it was fake, despite it being clear that he made it himself and that it wasn't what actually happened when the channel shut down. Even when some people saw some evidence of the video being fake, Splatkid would ignore or delete their comments calling him out and pretend like he never saw them. He also seems very oblivious that most people are telling him his video isn't real, and he just pretends that it is. He doesn't care one bit that people are calling him out for uploading an unsettling video showing their favorite Qubo characters having their faces torn off and ending with a message telling viewers how ungrateful they are. He dismisses their complaints by telling them lies, such as,
"I don't have any editing equipment, just a tablet."
And,
"Stop saying I made things up. What you saw was real and it actually happened."
But I believe he's just doing this to annoy people further. To this day, he is still trying to push the narrative that his video is real when it's not, which is kind of sad, if you ask me. It's clear that he made the fake Qubo Shutdown video just to intentionally upset younger viewers and get a rise out of older, wiser ones. All in all, he is a sad and silly troll with nothing better to do. He just likes to rain on other people's parades and attempt to ruin their childhoods by making an unsettling fake video. He wants to make them angry, upset, confused, and exasperated. But no matter how hard he tries, he just can't hide the truth from anyone, and sooner or later, it will come back to bite him. If the viewers who actually believed the video was real and got frightened by its disturbing content actually take a deeper look, they might find some clues that the video was uploaded by a troll as a big unfunny joke. By doing so, they could expose Splatkid's true nature, and if necessary, report him to the YouTube staff for uploading a violent video that goes against the site's guidelines and kick him to the curb. I know we can keep young individuals safe from the disturbing video Splatkid uploaded, because nobody should suffer from emotional trauma by watching something that wasn't meant to be real in the first place. What you can do is copy and paste the hashtag report Splatkid802's Qubo video on any video relating to the one Splatkid uploaded about Qubo's final minutes so we can get YouTube to delete the video and ban Splatkid for good. Overall, this was a fascinating video for me to debunk. There was a lot of evidence that Splatkid's portrayal of Qubo's shutdown was fake and not as accurate as the one that really happened. By sharing the evidence I found, I'm sure I can convince the viewers who thought the video was real that it was all nothing but a ruse and teach Splatkid a lesson he will never forget. That's all for today's investigation. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you again very soon.